Thank you, Todd. Sir Todd, my first guest tonight is an Oscar-nominated actor. He's appeared in numerous films, including The Godfather Part 3 and The Untouchables. His latest film, Just the Ticket, opens on February 26th. Please welcome Andy Garcia.
That was one of the funniest things I have ever seen on television.
Oh, really? Thank you. Well,
for me to poop on. That was
qualified. Yeah.
Extraordinary.
Oh, great.
I was laid out back there. Wasn't that funny? Wasn't that a funny segment?
Well, I'm glad you had a good time. That's great.
Yes.
You know, thank you very much for coming. You haven't been on the program before. It's good to have you here.
I'm a fan, though. I'm a fan.
And Women in the Office, very excited that you're coming on the program. You have this holdover women, which I very much envy. But you're married.
Yes, I am. Yes,
you are married.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is I was reading that you proposed to your wife the first night that you met her. Is that right?
Yes. The first thing I said to her was, "Will you marry me?" Yes.
Was that something you tried on everybody and then?
Will you marry me? Oh, how are you? Okay, we go. Yeah, she claims that I said that to every girl that night. You know?
You just were working the room.
Yes, but you know, I did marry her, and
that's amazing. You just saw her and you just know right away.
Yeah, I knew right away. Yes.
That's great. And then, how long have you been married?
Well, we got married about 24 years after that. You know.
Okay, you said, "Will you marry me?" Yes, I will. Okay, I'll be back in a couple of years. And
now we dated for seriously for about 7 years, and we got married. So we've been together since like '75.
Right. That's very cool. And you know, your real name is, you don't mind if I say this?
No, not at all.
Andres Arturo Garcia Menendez.
Yes.
Is your real name. And
yes.
I was thinking.
So is Andy, by the way. Andy is a nickname for Andres.
Oh, I thought it was another one in there somewhere that I missed. There's also a Nicolo in there. But I thought, that's kind of cool that you changed it. You kind of had to change it because...
No, I didn't change it. I've been like Andy. I've been Andy all my life. Andres is like Andrew, and
right.
So they called me Andy from the get-go.
But that couldn't be like your name, if in film, because if people asked you for an autograph,
it would run off.
You'd be like,
I wouldn't have gotten here tonight.
Yeah, exactly. That would not work.
No.
I've been saying it wrong. I just got a note. What's it called?
The Ticket.
Oh, I've been saying the name of the movie wrong. It's called The Ticket.
No, Just the Ticket.
So what was that?
Let's start again. I'll come back in.
What?
Number 3, it says that's the ticket.
Thanks for screwing up the interview, guys.
That was a cue card.
A crack team working for me here.
A cue card for you to poop on.
Yeah, exactly. They just held up a card that said, "That's not Andy Garcia." What?
Get him off the show.
Sorry, I had no idea. That's John Lovitz. What? Let's talk about the movie now that we've crudely been directed in that direction. This is an interesting idea for a movie. It's based on a real guy.
Based on a real ticket scalper, yes.
A ticket scalper who just was a genius at it, was great at it.
He's fairly notorious in that field, and the whole thing, the fascinating part of his life, not only obviously is what he does for a living, but he's sort of the struggle that he had for many years of trying to win over this woman that he was attracted to, and she just didn't want anything to do with him because of his lifestyle, his sort of irresponsible ways.
Right, he's around scalping tickets half the time. And you actually, in the movie, I thought this was very interesting, when you were filming it, you went out on the streets of New York.
Yes.
And scalped tickets with
yes.
real people, and they had a hidden camera, and they filmed it.
Sort of like the dog at the Westminster.
I hope a little
technique.
Really, you were offering people hot dogs?
Yeah, I was humping them.
That would make people.
Yeah. If you let me hump you, I'll give you a ticket.
We're going to take that quote out of context. Okay. Ruin your career. What's Andy Garcia doing? What's gone wrong with him? But that's amazing. I mean, people must have recognized you.
Will you marry me? Will you marry me?
Man, we're going to just screw you over with these.
You'll be running a loop.
Yeah, we're going to just run a loop. What happened to Andy Garcia? Will you marry me, Conan? Will you marry me? But what did people think? think when they're walking down the street, normal people, and they see Andy Garcia, they're like just scalping tickets
I
for
was
a Knicks
kind of
game.
somewhat of a disguise. I had a hat on and glasses, but every so often someone would recognize me. And the quote what I've been telling people, because it was very funny, is a woman in Schubert Alley came up to me and said, very concerned, then put her hand on me. I won't put it down there.
Thanks, pal.
She went, Andy, you don't need to be doing this.
She felt bad for you?
She felt really bad for me.
Well, we have a clip here from the movie. Do we need a setup for this, or we pretty much know enough?
I've won by selling this huge TV to one of her customers. She wants to be a chef, but she works
This is your girlfriend in the movie?
My girlfriend, Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell.
She wants to be a chef, but she works, she has a second gig because she can't, just do it by cooking. So I ingratiate myself and win a date back with her, my first date back after we'd broken up, by selling to this customer this huge 60-inch television, that she was trying to sell her this 13-inch TV. And so this is the date. I've come in and she's actually cooking for a thing, and she has to blow off our day. So I jump in and try to help her because I just want to be around. It doesn't matter. I just want
and you're a good
something
guy.
to
help out.
Yeah, to poop on. Yes.
That piece affected you way too much.
I want to take a copy home if I may.
We'll get you a copy. Yeah. Don't hump me. I'll give you a copy. Take a look at this clip.
I love you, Sam.
How is it? Good?
Ooh, I love the way you squeeze that mousse. Ooh, run the center. Ooh, squeeze that mousse, baby. What?
What? What?
What do you have there?
Come on, Gary.
What is that?
What?
That's on there. What is that?
Gary.
You okay?
Gary.
Burn yourself. Can I get a little bit of that?
Ah!
So you can get away with that stuff. Not all of us can. That's different. Before we go, we're just about out of time, but someone was telling me earlier that you do advertisements, and I thought, no, I've never seen Andy Garcia do an ad. And they said, no, he did an ad in Japan. He's one of those actors who went over there and got paid to do an ad.
Yes, yes.
It was what was it?
It was a Honda commercial, yes.
You did a Honda ad over there,
Yes.
and I thought, we got to find that.
Honda lawnmowers.
No. It was a Honda car ad, and we researched and we found it. And I thought people in America should see this thing. It's pretty cool. I'm glad that you're back in fighting trim now, though.
Yes, I've dropped a few pounds since then,
Okay, the movie Just the Ticket opens February 26th. Andy, really good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for being here. Best luck with the movie. Andy Garcia, everybody. Jimmy Fallon, very funny guy coming up.